Welcome to RAR Business Institute. We're starting with the company QuickBooks. This is QuickBooks. In the previous video along this series of QuickBooks, we did discuss how to set up a company, but that was another version. Take note that if you are using Windows 10 like me, QuickBooks 2014 is not compatible with Windows 10. It, however, will install there and you do your workings, but a little bit slow. So I decided to change to this version so that I'm able to navigate across QuickBooks much faster. Once again, if you are watching this video for the first time, subscribe and give us thumbs up. You may comment below to help us create more quality videos for you next time. This is the customer navigation, the company navigation area, and this is the dashboard, how it looks like. They all look the same apart from the features. I will start by setting up the company. Once again, this is the workflow. Our work in QuickBooks should always be done. For example, we start by this. For suppliers, we enter bills, we pay these bills, and we manage the VAT. That is for both customers and suppliers. For customers, this is the workflow of customers, and this is the workflow of employees. Now we have estimates, invoices. We can receive payments from these invoices, or sometimes we receive payments and we record payments, or sometimes there are no invoices, so we do receipts and straight away to record deposits. That is what goes on. Now let me take you to quick company setup so that we can make few configuration, and from there we will jump in to do transactions. Remember that whereby we have suppliers workflow, customers workflow, employees workflow is there. However, in QuickBooks, in most cases, it doesn't perform payroll to a satisfaction depending on the region where you are. When you are in Kenya, you'll never get complete payroll system out of this. You can always use the cloud, QuickBooks Cloud, where you are given these payroll services at a fee, usually on a monthly subscription basis. There is also alternative too. Our company offer QuickBooks, and this QuickBooks is fully Kenyan. It offer our respective statutory deductions like NSSF, NHIF, pay in their respective format, and even the P9 forms you can generate out of it on annual basis. So guys, if you consider having that payroll system, usually customized to suit your company, you can contact me. I'll put link below, or you can simply do a comment, and once you do that comment, I'll send you a link and you can use that link to reach out to me. Thank you very much. Let's start by company setup. File, new company. Then you start the interview. Now let me write the name of the company. Our company is Interswan. The company name, it's also the legal name as it appears in a registrars of companies list. We can guess address here. For example, we have PO Box. It's not a must they be accurate, but if you are dealing with your real company, be sure to put the right information, because this will be displayed in every transaction you do. Either you use a receipt, purchase order, invoices, credit notes, all this information will appear, and you can always change it if you so pleased. The phone number, let's just do any. Country is Kenya. The city is Nairobi. County is Nairobi. Country is Kenya. As you can see, QuickBooks can be used in very many regions. In fact, across worldwide. You can do the email here. That's our email, and the website. If you need to visit our website, I'll give you the link below so that you can check what we do. Apart from training, we have something for everyone. That is done. And remember, if you also need a website, we can create for you less than 24 hours depending on the content. Don't mind, we take care of your content. Just tell us what your business does, and then we'll be able to come up with the content, and you proofread before we finally publish it live at a pocket friendly rate. You need one? Comment below. Simply you contact me, I'll give you a link to fill. Next, we want to select the industry. QuickBooks can be used in almost every industry, there you see, and sometimes art and photography, agriculture, forestry, construction, estate agent, architect and engineer, all these ones they can use QuickBooks. Even non-profit, professional consultation, information technology, you see that one. Then we have general. If you are not sure, or if you want a wide range of transactions, you can always say general, service based, or product. I'll go with the product based. Let's proceed. This is how your company is organized. Sole proprietor is usually a business operated and owned by one person, an individual. Partnership ya kushikana, you have more than one partners, more than one people or individuals own this company. Limited company, the provide a limited liability to its owners, can be private owned or public owned, and we have non-profit, the NGOs, and etc. If you don't understand your business, just do none other. Now I'll go with company. Next, our financial year should always be January. The reason is because your financial year is the same as your income tax year, and that's why the government, I'm talking about the Kenyan government, changed this to be starting from January. Initially it used to start from any month provided that you cover a 12-month, but people are using that to evade tax. So the government came up with an idea and said that every company's financial year should start from January and it ends in December. That's when we do the returns, the income tax, income tax, usually done around that time. However, you are always given a period to do that, because it cannot be done in a day. So there is normally extension to cater for different people in different categories. Next, this is password is optional. You can set it now, you set it later, as you can see. Create your company. That will process very fast. We are almost there. %10 to go. Done. We are moving to the next level, and this particular level is for customizing QuickBooks for your business. Now, what do you sell? You sell services, products. It is safe to do both products and services, because there are those companies that sell both and there are those that sell services. Let me give you a slight explanation. Companies that sell services are like consultancy, bank, schools, hospitals, barbershop. These people sell services. So if you are operating those, you choose services. However, there is these products only, like the hardware, supermarkets, grocery shops, etc. These guys sells products. Their difference is that their products, they have to get it from somewhere at a lower price, then they factor in storage, transportation and tax, then they sell you at a slightly higher price to make their profit out of that. That is products. For services, guys, no, some are outsourced. For people who do both, is, for example, let's take for example of hospital. You go to the hospital, you are treated, that's a service, but you need to buy some drug or medicine, that's a product. Same as supermarket, You buy your stock, packet of milk or a gift, then you need a service for packaging or transportation, etc. So it is safe to choose both products and service for your company. VAT. Do you charge VAT? Yes, charge VAT. You have VAT number for a company, you will have VAT number for company. If it's a sole proprietorship, individually owned, you normally use your PIN, the A0 blah blah. If it's limited company, P0 blah blah. That is done. And we have this is called the reporting. What reporting method do you use to complete VAT? We have accrual basis and we have cash basis. Now in Kenya we do accrual basis. That is why we normally have deadlines and dates for remitting. For example, if I wanted to do VAT, value added tax, in Kenya this month of May, I will do the previous month of April. For April is done in May. For example, the VAT return of April will be done on May latest 20th. That is accrual basis. You have to take some time before you check on the VAT. However, this cash basis is in other countries, whereby the moment you do a transaction, you sell something, you don't need to wait for that date. Automatically it is posted to their tax collection center and updated immediately. Now this is not in Kenya, maybe some years to come, but for now we do accrual basis. We move to next. Do you want to create estimates? No. Estimates are for quotes, bids or proposals. If this your company is going to handle NGOs, if you are operating an NGO or a tender procurement type of company, then you use this. But if you are not, you just say no, because of quotation are given out there, the bids and even the proposals. Do you want to track sales order before you invoice your customers? Yes. Using sales receipt? Yes, you use sales receipt, especially in cases whereby there is a cash transaction. A customer will give you cash, in return you give out receipts. Do you want to use statement in QuickBooks? Yes, a customer can demand their statement, or you can demand your statement of transactions from suppliers, from bank, etc. Using progressive invoice. Now here is where you need to consider. For example, you want to use progressive invoice. This progressive invoice does not apply to every company, but this is what it means. Progressive invoice means that when a customer makes an order for something and they are not going to pay immediately, you want them to pay in small portions. This is what is like hire purchase kind of system, or you will refer it kwa malipo pole pole. Those industry that do kwa malipo pole pole, or let's say hire purchase, they use the progressive invoice. Example of those companies: supermarkets do, SACCO, credit facilities, they do all this. So for those guys, they use progressive invoice. Even our help use that. For example, you are members in a SACCO and you want to apply for loan. Now there are those terms and conditions of a circle. For example, you will see that all the members must do contribution, must make their contribution, that's monthly, on time. And again, when a member needs a loan, there has to be a guarantors. Usually they are one of their own, so you have to get the guarantors, you have to make your contribution, and you must not miss any meeting. Then the moment you apply for a loan, the accountant or the loan officer or whoever is using QuickBooks in your organization will assign you what is called a progressive invoice. And this invoice, it keeps on mature depending on the terms and conditions that was set to it. For example, you provide guarantors, it mature to another stage until the final date which this invoice should come out or should be ripe. Then you get your money. But supposing one of these conditions don't go through, then it will mean that no loan for you and the progressive invoice is cancelled. However, in most cases, people use progressive invoice. Always ensure that before they even start preparing for you this progressive invoice, they will ensure that you meet all the conditions for you to qualify for it. That's the use of progressive. Let's move to the next level. Managing bills you owe. Yes. Then you go to next. You have to know the bills, and this is in terms of how much suppliers you owe, how much money you owe, and reminders. Tracking stock in your company. Do you want to track stock? Yes, you want to track stock, because in your company, what is stock? You have stock, you have services, and you have non-stock part. I will give you more explanation when we come to setting up the stock in the company. So let's move to next step. Tracking time. Yes, you have to track time. If you do reminders, you are expecting payments from customer at some time. You have to make a reminder, because sometimes transactions are many and you as an accountant is not able to remember every bit of transaction. So just do reminders. And you track time. Do you have employees? No, because we are not going to generate the payroll or the payroll system. I already explained that. I can explain it again. When you have employees in QuickBooks, QuickBooks will have employees who generate their own statutory deduction according to its country of origin. However, they normally offer some payroll that is customized to suit every company. However, this is at a fee, usually subscribed, or it's on monthly subscription basis. So it's not a good idea for some company. However, there is a payroll system our company make. It's pro your statutory deductions. It can handle your payroll system in the sense that we have the NSSF, NHIF, PAYE, HELB in their right formats. And remember, even our PAYE, it's normally, the moment you do a PAYE, the system will generate for you a file in its right format, the CSV format, whereby you just take that form file and upload it straight away to KRA system, and you make the payments and you're done. You also have the income statement. You are able to run the P9, you are able to do loans and things like that, and it's very affordable one time off, runs in every system. It's very compatible to even the iTax system, and it makes your work very easy as accountant, as the manufacturer, as the entrepreneur, as the owner of your company, as the manager. It gives you a lot of exposure and a lot of easy work. You don't need accounting background to operate it, because if you key in a salary, all the NSSF, NHIF, pay, it's automatically calculated for you, and you get report from the other end there. You can generate these reports according to what you want to see in them, and that's the magic on that system. So simple yet very powerful and very efficient. So if you need to see the secret, you can contact me. I'll give you a link and you'll be able to see it, or you can call me. We have a conversation one by one so that you are able to know this work on every company, customers to fit your company needs and your company information. That one means that if you order one, we just make one just for you. No copyrights. Once you purchase it, you can do with it anything. You resell it, you duplicate it, none of our business. Thank you for listening to that. Let's move to the next level. So employees, we do know. Next, tracking multiple currencies. We have to say yes, we track multiple currency, and we have to choose the company. Remember, this is only done once. View more currency. We want to look for our Kenyan shillings. Make it active. You see, I've done Kenyan. I can still change to another country if I want another currency. But let's check this. Shall you move to next? If you go to the previous button, it is sealed. Now you cannot change it, because now once you select a home currency, it cannot be changed. Take note. Select a date to start tracking your finances. You say beginning of this year. Then next. Add your bank account. I want to add this one later. You can add later, and in fact I'll show you how to add it. Then you go to next. This is your income and expense account. Don't worry about them, because you can change them, you can create them. It is not a must you use the ones you see here. So I will also show you how to create that in our charts of account, so that you make it as more flexible as you can. It will be very flexible to you. You don't need this. Next. Congratulations, and that is done. Now you say finish. Very good. Our company setup is complete, and if you checked the installation video I gave out, if you have it and you need guidance on how to install, I already explained how it is done. You can still do a call, and that will be good. Now once you do that, you can say start working. And let me close down this so that you are able to see things clearly. Now this is the workflow, home workflow. Now at home, at the home page, let me show you another trick here. It's a little secret. If you come to supplier, if you click the purchase order, automatically this will give you the track this document is supposed to follow before you finally say bye bye to it. You do a purchase order, what other people say LPO. You can receive stock, you enter the bills, and you proceed to pay the bills to the suppliers. Let's check for customers. You do a sales order, invoice, receiving payments, you move on. Let's assume you just have cash money, you want to give out receipts. I click on receipt. You see, after receipts, record. Receipts simply means you have given our company money in exchange of products and services. So we don't need to keep you long. Give us money, we give you your products and service plus the receipt. Then later on we will record that. We record that deposit. So that is how it works. For guys who are doing invoices, you do invoice, you can just receive payments. If you do receipts, making records, but invoice, we will receive payments from you and we record that one, the next level. Yeah, let us paste there for a short while. We'll be back in a while. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is what it is. Now, with that one done, I want us to check on the next thing. We will start by setting up the company, and not setting up the company. I want us to start by doing transactions. We are going to do transactions, and if we do those transactions, we will set customers, we will set employees, and we'll start this transaction straight away. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are checking this company for the first time, ensure that you subscribe to our channel. You can also share it to your friends who are in the same profession as you, or if you feel that this video can be helpful to them, kindly share with them, and that will be sharing is caring. Remember that practice makes perfect. I'll leave the link below. If you need this software or the exercises you are using to make your work easier, like I have several exercises, all these you can make your order below by those links. And NB, if you happen to make those orders, kindly follow it with a text, or there's a number there to call, so that I may be able to work on your order much faster. Because if you don't do that, I will receive a lot of information from other organizations, and sometimes it's very tricky to even check or even know. So if you text, automatically that will be done. And with that, I want us to stop there. In our next video, we will start on transactions, setting up the customer, supplier, and we can move to the next level. Thank you very much for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Any questions? Comment below. Thank you for now, and bye bye.